What is up, YouTube, and everybody who's out there checking out the video? We are chilling out live tonight, talking some Transformers since I'm at home during San Diego Comic-Con, and there is a lot of Transformers news that's going to be coming out. Stuff that I got to catch up with you guys and get you guys excited about some stuff that I got coming to the channel really soon. Some really cool stuff. I actually have some things in the plan books, but I've also got like reviews that I need to like open up the figures, play with, and just real a lot of stuff from Transformers 1 to Dino King. I mean, yeah, it's just like a whole bunch of cool stuff. I'm like very excited about a lot of it. And at the same time, I don't know, like I feel like cautiously optimistic, I think would be a good way to say it, right? Currently right now, I took a look at all of the Transformers retrospectives that I've done over the years, and I noticed that I am at episode 99. Wheelie, which if you guys did take a look at and watch, was episode 99 for my Transformers discussions and retrospectives. I could have, done something, kind of like made like a big deal about it. Like as I was leading into it, I could have tried to gotten more videos out like sooner. But after Wheelie, it's like 99 videos, and now I'm pumping up for episode 100. And 100 is going to definitely be a character that means something quite a bit to the channel. I've already done Rodimus. I mean, I would like to redo a Hot Rod and Rodimus video, but it is a character that is important to the channel. Yeah, so it can be fun. And in the meantime, I will take a look at your supers first and foremost. If you thank you very much, David Samuel Blaine, for becoming a member again for 28 months. And on top of that, he also gifted another $2. So if you guys want to gift people memberships, so you're looking at hopefully doing, I don't know, let's hope for a bunch of likes. And of course, let's also hope for a bunch of gifted memberships. Or if you want to gift some people memberships, you can always pay it forward that way, or you can become a channel member. Definitely helps out the channel in quite a bit of different ways. I've actually done Blur. I actually did a Blur video already. So, I see the poll here, with the like button saying, transform and roll and, what have you. But apparently Hasbro is at San Diego Comic-Con as we speak. And I don't know if they're doing their panel now. So I'm actually going to just, take a moment here, and just take a look and see if they are doing it. And if they are doing their live stream now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a look at, if they're doing any toy reveals or something like that. That's actually if like they're having it that way. So, I appreciate that, JD. Definitely appreciate that. I see all you guys coming in on here, do the 13 primes. I'm going to do something about the primes. I wanted to wait because I know they're doing some of the characters for, next year's toy line. That's why I'm held back on doing the aerial bots and the Constructicons for a video. And because like, I know that like now that we've seen the leaks, I actually wrote like 80% of a Red Alert script, and then found out that they are doing an Armada Red Alert toy. And I'm like, I think I'll wait around that toy's release in order to actually like do that. I haven't read Void Ride. I think the last issue I read was around issue 8 or 9. I haven't caught up on that one yet. And I think I read quite a bit of the Transformers comics that are out there now. Yeah, PulseCon 2024. And we could talk about that, because there's something coming for man, that's gotta be so awesome. I want to meet Peter Cullen. In fact, I actually wanted to let you guys know I will be at TFCon in November. I booked my hotel. I still probably, I mean, I emailed them. Hopefully that we can work something about maybe doing a panel or something or what have you. And maybe I could, but I definitely intend to bring some bins because I'll be driving up from here to Florida to Baltimore and bringing some bins of stuff to sell. And just like I did like in Orlando, I brought a bunch of bins, and so many of you guys bought a bunch of my Unicron trilogy stuff. And I still want to sell off my Unicron trilogy toys. And I also want to sell off a bunch of my Prime Wars trilogy toys too. Like there's a bunch of stuff that I'm just like kind of like downsizing my collection quite a bit. And I really need it too because ad revenue has not been as kind to me as of late. I've been trying to do things in order to make ends meet. And so, it is what it is. But so let's talk about some Transformer stuff here and now. Let's get this. So let's take a look at Transformers Legacy United Dino King. He is going to be a PulseCon exclusive to my understanding. It's going to be $80. They've taken the core class Dinobots and they are redecoing them, retooling them into Dino King. I believe I called this right when we first saw the core class Volcanicus. So I was like, yeah, if they're doing a combiner and it's 6 of them and they're basically making it a certain way, yeah, this is definitely going to be Dino King. Well, I was right. So yes, it is going to be a PulseCon exclusive. Here it is in packaging. So if you're not familiar with who Dino King is, it is the 6 members of the Dino Force merged to become Dino King. They are a Decepticon team in Transformers Victory, the third, of the Japanese exclusive trilogy, and they look fantastic. So and they're not localizing the names. So they're not, changing it to like Dino King or something. Like they're not changing like any of the individual members' names. Like they're all using the actual names of Goryu, Gairyu, Kakryu, Doryu, Yokuryu, and Raryu. They turn into now if you're the original toys, and I wanted to bring this up because they're showing the Dino modes here. The modes that they're actually showing is it's their actual Dino Force Pretender shells, because the original toys for Dino King for the Dino Force were the Monster Cons, I think they were called, and they merged, or they merged. There was the Monster Pretenders. That's right. It was the Monster Pretenders, and it was the 6 of them that had these monstrous shells. And instead of being, instead in Japan, they redecoed that whole toy set and they changed out the Pretender shells for dinosaur shells. And so they, instead of merging into Monstructor as the original toy did, this toy turns into Dino King. So here they actually are, all 6 of them in Dino mode. They look great in Dino mode. And then in robot mode, they capture the characters really well, at least as far as the out of shell robots. I think they did a great job of that. So I think that that's what they were going for. And then his combined form looks fantastic. Really, really looks good. I've heard, and the other thing is they gave him weapons that combine. And the idea was in order to make the toy better. So they gave him like better feet, better fists, better weapons. But I've heard people say they didn't care for the Dino modes. I mean, they didn't care for the Dinobots molds for the core class, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't really like it," so they're going to skip it, and that's fine. This is a PulseCon exclusive. This is for those who are like really into Transformers Victory, liked the combiner, want a good combiner for Dino King, and I think he's cool. I definitely think he's cool. I see Bradshaw says, "I will wait until Transformers One is on desk. Will not go see another movie in theater." Okay, all right. So, I mean, I think it's awesome that they finally gave us, one of the Victory combiners. And I didn't care for the way they did Lyle Kaiser with that Combiner Wars set where they took the Skylinks mold and gave us like Death Source that way, which really didn't work. But I'm glad about this set, for sure. And I think it's really good for those who are fans of Transformers Victory. So anyway, you just click on back and I'll X out of here because there's a bunch of other cool stuff to look at. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. um, where are we? Hasbro. I think are they doing the reveal for their stuff now? Oh, it's all GI Joe right now. That's like the stuff that they're doing the reveal for. So that's cool. Let's actually bring this up. Here we go. And I will probably do this so I don't get hit with any copyright claims, but this is the Transformers 1 official trailer. I know a lot of people are skeptical and a lot of people are excited. Like it's completely two ends of the spectrum with this movie. And I just got here is Legends, yeah, they're a Legends class. They're core class figures. So when they combine, it'll look, the way that it is. Now, Transformers 1, from what I hear from the director, he's purposefully making it where it's not connected to anything else, but he's drawing inspiration from other stories. And right off the bat, like Megatron, like pulling out his arm cannon, from what we understand is that this movie will, in fact, bring us to what the war between the Autobots and Decepticons, and I think I'm actually excited about that. So, you hear a whole bunch of Transformers. I'm purposefully pausing it, so right here, there it is. Optimus facing off against Megatron, because by this point he's already Optimus Prime. I'm guessing they're going to do the faceplate going up, but he's already Megatron here. So, yep, there it is. So there it is. They're like brothers, right? I'm cool with that. So I have to pause here because the movie is combining elements from different storylines. And I was skeptical about this because I'm a big fan of the episode War Dawn. And in that episode, Optimus is a dock worker. And in some continuities, Megatron is a miner, and in other continuities, he's a gladiator. Here, they're taking it from the miner aspect, and they're going with the idea that both of them were blue collared workers, but both of them rise up to become, leaders of the Autobots and Decepticons. So I guess, in order to do that in a 90-minute movie, I think that's okay. And some people are pointing out this might be Windcharger. So that would be something, right? Darkwing and Dreadwind, I think. Got to have a simple joke. What's everyone think of this so far? Oh, there's Starscream. He said the line. Now this is Alpha Trion, and he is um going to give them the ability to transform. And they have to learn. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this film. I'm skeptical. I'm very skeptical. The animation looks smooth, but we'll see. And they finally learn. Oh, here we go. Take a look at this right here. Got Soundwave, got Shockwave, Skywarp, Thundercracker, other Seekers. Would have preferred War Dawn inspired film. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely would have preferred that. But they're taking them from different, continuities and bringing it all together. So we'll see where they go. Now, what is this? We know this is a Quintesson already, and we already know that this is Sentinel Prime. Oh, look at this. He's in a gladiatorial fight. They are cheering him on. I believe that could be Starscream. Megatron is going to take command by having a gladiatorial fight. I'm willing to bet that that's going to happen, right? Yep, so Megatron turns evil some point in this film. There's Arachnid. Witness the origin. I wonder how much time is gonna take place in this movie. There has to be like they're gonna go through like a bunch of storyline in like 90 minutes and just blow past everything at a breakneck pace. I don't like his voice. I don't know. I don't like his voice as Megatron. That's cool. That is really cool. That's really cool too. I like that they're using the dun 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 dun. So there is a thing that there's a clip at the end where they talked about like that they're making a joke about him being voiceless. So with that whole clip right there with him like like just like this, like they actually have something over his mouth. I saw a clip of that like shared online. And I'm skeptical. I'm very skeptical. I think this movie could be good. I think it's going to be better than the Bay films. I think it's going to be fun, a fun ride. They're going to break through a bunch of Transformers backstory. This is basically designed so that older fans who know the lore can go, yeah, that there was all this other stuff to the new fans. That's really what they're going with here. And Bumblebee is not a gimp in this movie. That's the good thing, right? Yeah, they have different fusion cannons for sure. So definitely have different fusion cannons. I'm all right. I think this movie is going to be good. I think it's going to be decent. Um if we go in with the idea like okay, like I know some people are going to have reservations about the animation. They're not going to like the designs or whatever. Um I think it'll be good. I think it'll be, like Here's the thing. Like a lot of people are saying whether or not it's going to connect to the Bayverse or not. I think it's not going to be connected to the Bayverse. But they're going to make the movie open-ended at the end so that it can connect to almost any universe they want. It's going to be a brand new story. They're going to be able to do whatever they want with it afterward. It could connect to the Bayverse and it might not connect to the Bayverse. And I think that's kind of the idea behind it. And I I'm all right with that. You just like Keegan Michael Key as Bumblebee. I can understand that. I mean, he was Toad in the Mario movie, so your mileage may vary. Yeah, I know. Lorenzo keeps opening up his mouth. I think that's the idea, is that this movie is designed to connect to whatever. Like it's not it's its own thing. If you watch the movie as its own thing, you can go in with an open mind. And if you know Transformers lore like we know Transformers lore, it'll be much easier for you to just watch it without, getting like, worked up about stuff. I would prefer more of a War Dawn story. They're taking from different continuities and trying to bring in a new animated movie universe for new and older fans. And I think that's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm all right with that. So, yeah. Easier to cry inside the mistakes. I'm not sure what you mean by that. So, I mean, something I'm kind of pleased with the way the trailer turned out. It's making me cautiously optimistic. And the movie could be terrible. But then again, it could be all right. It could be good. It could be fun. I'm hoping that the movie is, if it's rated G, then I should be able to take my kids to it. That's, they like Generation 1, they like Beast Wars. So that in and of itself should help, right? That's kind of the idea. And, now, Transformers has got stuff going on at San Diego Comic-Con, and like they've got a whole bunch of figures on display. In fact, you guys were present during my last live stream. I talked about Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. And they've got him on display, and boy does he look awesome. He looks awesome. Like, I want this figure so bad. But they had a whole bunch of other stuff on display. They had these large, stand-ins here for the characters of Transformers 1. So like I'm not there. Like I'm still at home. But there's Bumblebee, young Orion Pax, D16, which is cool. And then they have a bunch of these figures on display, which, by the way, I'm noticing this set here, the 4-pack. I'm sure a lot of people have found it. I've not found Wheeljack, and I've not seen that 4-pack. All I want out of that 4-pack is Squeeze Play. I don't want anybody else. And I don't necessarily want the dying Transformers. I know some people are really hyped about, Bayverse Brawl. And he's a Decepticon I actually thought was one of the few that I think actually were done well. Yeah, I heard a lot of people went to go see Transformers 1, and I've heard them all rant and rave about it, how it's the best one. And I have every reason to be skeptical because, the Bayverse has been what it's been. I know some people really love it, but some people want that Prime cliff jumper. I'm just all about the Squeeze Play and that Browning gun. So, and then you've got the Clown Tarn, which again is not necessarily my thing. The dying Autobots here. Oh man. So this year has been the year of Optimus Prime. Has anybody picked up on that? It's literally been the year of Optimus Prime. We are getting a Walmart exclusive G1 reissue. Not Missing Link Optimus, G1 Optimus in cartoon colors. So they're actually giving him for the 40th anniversary in the white for his legs and his waist. And I think they're still using chrome on the on there. And then of course they have the deluxe class figure there. So it's going to be exclusive at Walmart. I don't know what the price is supposed to be. Or do they? I don't know if someone actually said what the price is going to be for this. I think it's awesome that they're releasing it, but I got Missing Link. Once you've had Missing Link Optimus, you're cool with that, you know? So, Studio Series 86 Optimus is going to be $90, you know, US dollars. So, but I mean, this is great for anybody who missed out on Missing Link and wants to find Optimus at Walmart. Very, very cool. It's the G1 toy. Oh, it's going to be $60. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, especially considering like he comes with the trailer and everything. So, yeah, and he's got the old box, got the blue eyes. So, you know, he's still got chrome on the smokestacks. I'm wondering if the missile launchers were removed for this release. Like he doesn't shoot missiles because they nerfed the size of those missiles, or they made them like super long in later releases. So, you know, then there's the deluxe Optimus, which I'm not feeling it. This is really good for anybody who just wants a G1 Prime. You hate the dying figures? Yeah, me too. That Studio Series 86 Optimus, though, that's... I want that. I definitely want that. And then for the people who have Earthrise Optimus and are like, what do I do with my Earthrise Prime? I'm like, give them to your kids. You got kids, right? You know, my kids are going to absolutely love playing with an Optimus Prime. They'll have a Studio Series 86. You know, my daughter will have a Studio Series 86 Optimus to display. Meanwhile, I'll have this, you know, she'll have Earthrise Prime and I'll have 86 Prime. So, yeah, give you the dying Prime with the battle damage there on the on there and everything. So give me the touch. Wow, that head sculpt looks great. I'm still kind of like wondering why they didn't go like one extra touch they could have done is they could have made a faceplate that goes up and down. That would have been cool. You know, I'm all right with that they didn't do it, but still, yeah, the figure looks so good. Just looks really good. You know, and then we move on to like the other images. I've heard some people have already got their hands on the party wallop or party van, and now I'm like, I kind of want one. I was on this fence before, but yeah, I definitely want one. I don't want Breakdown, but I want Windsweeper, and I'm not feeling this Bludgeon figure here. I know it's IDW Bludgeon. I would have preferred more like the regular colors, but I know why they did this. Ruckus I want, though. So it's like I want Ruckus and I want Windsweeper, but I don't want Bludgeon and I don't want Breakdown. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with the sets. And I want the... I didn't get the bugs yet. So, Steeljaw is definitely on my list. I think I'm going to upgrade to this Springer. I was on the fence about this Springer, because you know when you look at it, you go, "Well, what's the differences between?" I mean, there's a significant amount of changes done to this figure from the Siege figure. It's a good retooling in order to make the Studio Series 86 figure work. From the shoulder pads, oh yeah, the helicopter mode looks great. It looks a lot better. Yeah, I'm glad they have him transformed properly here because the previous images didn't have him transformed right. Yeah, this looks a lot better than the Siege version. All right. I'm in. Yep. Much more movie accurate. I'm definitely in. Great looking figure. Love the gun and everything. There's a reason why he's leader class. So then, of course, we've got Emirate Zaron and Flame. They look good. I was really surprised they actually did Emirate Zaron and Flame. I feel like Springer, they could have ditched the hammer. Yeah, maybe. But I think they did a pretty good job with them. I think they did a good job with these two guys here too. So there's Straxus in cannon mode. That looks cool. Then there's this 2-pack, and I've heard people really want this 2-pack. I think this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I could be wrong. But I'm all right with skipping that guy. I mean, that set. Yeah, Tupac. I don't know. I this sideburn I'm on the fence about. I'm not gonna lie. But that's all at San Diego Comic Con. Oh, and they're also doing Cerebros. They are releasing the Titan Master Cerebros for for oh yeah, that's right. For those of you guys who ordered Omega Prime, sorry, that was my phone. For those of you guys who ordered Omega Prime, they are doing Cerebros, which I think is kind of cool. And one other thing too. Yeah, let's pick that up. Let's do that real quick. So here is they are doing the Titan Master for Omega Prime. So they just had the prototype for Omega Prime for anybody who did that in particular. And it comes with, it's coming with them there. So they're doing that at San Diego Comic Con. And I'm excited about that. So lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. I wanted to cover all of this like Transformers news for you guys, and I figured doing it live would be the most fun way to do it. And I know not everybody is you know usually sees me on like on a Thursday night. And it is what it is. Where is that they also got the Matrix on display. There's been so much stuff at San Diego Comic-Con this year. So now that everybody seems to be kind of like tuning out a bit, we're all kind of coming down from all the crazy stuff from what's going on from Transformers. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys for a lot of the stuff that's coming. The reissues, Studio Series 86 Prime, Cerebros. I think Transformers 1 is gonna. I think it's gonna do really well. I think it's gonna do very, very well. The hype for it is gonna be there. Will the movie be good? I think the movie is gonna be pretty good. You know, um, I think it's the lore stuff that's always gonna make the older fans. That I understand. That I do understand. So, but I'm hoping it's good. They might announce during the weekend of San Diego Comic-Con. For what do you mean? Oh, for more stuff? Yeah, like I'm clicking on the refresh here to see if there's anything else revealed for San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm even on Hasbro Pulse's YouTube channel, just kind of like clicking refresh over here on my other monitor. and just looking at that stuff. But let me tell you something, guys. I really appreciate all of you who continue to watch my videos. You know what I mean? Um, things have been tight lately, and I mean, of course, I push things. Like, of course, I have Patriot Prime popping on in.
Hey, are you live now?
I was just about. What's that?
I see you live now.
Yeah, I've been live now for about a half hour.
Oh, hi everybody.
I actually tried. What's it called? I actually clicked on send and it didn't send. In our group chat.
Well, I just wrapped up a video. I saw your invitation earlier. Like, I want to hop on chat with him again, but I've got to get this knocked out too. So I just uploaded this one. That's why you see all my stuff is still out.
Gotcha.
A little behind the scenes for everybody.
Yep. Well, now we got Patriot Prime out of the mix. Did you see the trailer for Transformers 1?
I did, and just like I said before, we got the goofy, funny one first to draw in the kids. This one was a little bit more serious.
Indeed.
And I'm even more interested in it now because I saw a lot of Decepticons. You see Megatron become Megatron, and Steve Buscemi is Starscream. What?
Yep.
Hello, fellow Decepticons.
Yeah. Yeah, but he was serious too. I don't know if you saw the way Megatron he had Starscream with his fusion cannon like this, and I've
only watched it once, but I blew it up. I'm like, just watch it. So I need to watch it some more. It's like all this stuff hit at once right after I got home. My wife's out doing something. I got to get dinner cooked for the kid. I got to get this video up. So it's just one of those nights. So,
yeah, it's been a month for me, for real.
Anyway, how about all those releases today and announcements? And catch me up.
I mean, I saw, because I was talking. I mean, the G.I. Joe stuff. I mean, I haven't kept up on, right? But the Transformers stuff. I was watching, like all the people, like all the postings for it. Dino King looks decent.
He looks decent, but I'm holding out more for what I know we're going to get: a Generation Selects repaint as Monstructor.
Yeah,
because Dino King's cool and all, but I don't have the attachment I have that I do Monstructor, and I'm going to risk my figure again, pulling him down so everybody can look at my 100% complete, unbroken Monstructor.
Wow!
And if you look, he's freaking core class size anyway,
Right. And then do you have the Volcanicus figure?
Yes.
So
I'm wanting to get that upgrade set for him, but that's, putting another $40 onto that figure.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what they're doing is they added all the parts to it.
Yeah. He's got the feet. He's got the rocket launchers. It looked like he had new fists. So.
Still mixed on celebrity casting. I know it's likely biased. It's not anyone previously voicing the characters. I kind of agree. Like, Chris Hemsworth did a decent job from the trailers so far. I don't necessarily like the Megatron voice.
I think too it's Paramount, it's Hasbro. They're getting into new ground with the animated movie. They need the star power to draw in. I mean, it worked. I mean, that's my thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there are much better voice actors out there. We'll all agree on that. But I think they got those guys in just to have names to put on the screen, on the poster. I mean, Optimus and Megatron, but then you got the parents going, oh, yeah, and it's got Thor in there. So that's my thought.
True. Yeah, because it gets to the parents. That's kind of the idea there. Makes sense.
Money, there you go.
Slog's gold plastic syndrome. Definitely got to worry about that.
It wasn't as much Slog as Bristleback. The first Bristleback I got. I mean, I started putting Monstructor together years ago, even before Patriot Prime existed. And I remember I got him, and Bristleback was the first one I got, and the guys I bought off of sent it to me in beast mode. So I was like, what's this robot mode look like? I mean, just immediately. Just snapped.
Wow.
So that one is actually in his shell still, because you spend all the money on this figure to get him together. I actually bought individuals of all the components except for Slog and Bristleback, because the most expensive pieces for me putting that together was the tiny little guns. Ice Pick's gun took me 1.5 years to find. So after spending that much time to find that little gun, and then it doesn't display on Monstructor, I bought the figures to pose with the guns. But yeah, here is you can see these little lasers or wings hanging out there.
Yeah.
I do have the Bristleback that's shattered on me. Still in the shell. He's all discolored now. I think I got it. The year my wife was pregnant with Dylan. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's left of. I mean, that whole back half just shattered.
Oh man.
And his arms popped off. So yeah, there's robot mode. You just pretend.
And you ended up getting another one that's in pretty decent shape.
Yes.
And it's like you just keep it like intact as it is.
Yeah, I risked putting to get together as Monstructor. I mean, Bristleback is that arm is just there in there enough to connect. So it's him, and then I have Roadblock, which is another notorious GPS figure for the mini bot, the inner bot that goes in the Pretender shell, and I've never transformed him. He's just standing there beside the whole set. And then, of course, I guess my other GPS one, Transmetal Megatron. I haven't transformed him since '97. He's in the same action pose he's been in for going on 30-some years.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to mess with figures you know are going to end up breaking. Like I have I think everybody has a broken Transmetal Megatron. You know. Anyone that collected Beast Wars figures. Yeah, we still transform stuff all the time. Yep. All the time.
There's probably a handful of figures that I've actually bought, especially third-party ones, that I've opened up. They got a beautiful robot mode. I unfold the 4-foot-long instructions, and I'm like, nope. I've got that giant Transmetal 2 Dragon Megatron. He's about this big, wingspan like this. Never transformed him.
Wow. I had fun with the Legacy figure. Oh, yeah. That was a great figure.
This one was I'm going to knock this stuff on the floor. Give me a second. This was my review tonight.
Squeeze Play. That's the one I want.
He was the main reason I got the set. So I wasn't going to review everything. I bought the set for him. I originally had it pre-ordered, and then Target, for some reason, just canceled it. I was like, how can you cancel it? They canceled it in May. It didn't release until this week. And so I was screwed. I couldn't go back in and reorder it. And then the day it became available, I think the 21st, he popped up online, and I woke up early enough to get ready for work. Saw he was online, ordered him, and he arrived yesterday. So Squeeze Play was the only one I wanted because I was figured I'd sell the others, because I thought Cliff Jumper was another Earthrise Cliff Jumper.
Right.
He is actually made from the
He's the Chase figure, right? I knew that.
I didn't get. I wasn't into the Rescue Bots, so I skipped out on Chase. So that one is going to be a new one to me.
Right.
The Tarantulas, he's got a brand new head sculpt based on a Beast Wars prototype figure.
The prototype, yeah.
So I thought
it's based on his Beast head.
Right.
So or the robot head, because it was the Beast head that they used for him in the cartoon, and they used the robot head for Black Arachnia since it was the same toy mold.
Right. And I figured with this
that's based on the prototype colors, because that's what they used in the commercial, the orange.
So I thought he'd be a perfect match with the Black Arachnia I got from the Bumblebee series. Tarn, I'll probably sell. I have no interest in Tarn. He's just a repaint.
Yep.
So I've got the original.
Only figure I want in that whole set. Squeeze Play. That's it. I don't even want the Cliff Jumper or what have you. I know. Because I want to have that, like, because he's one of the Headmaster Juniors. I've got Fangry. So, and you know how I got Fangry?
And just like Fangry, he's got a loose arm.
Well, nothing a little hot.
Yeah, he's not as bad as what Fangry was, but he's going to get the old floor polish here tonight. But what's bad is G1 Fangry has a much better beast mode than the modern Fangry.
Yeah, that's true.
Which always blows my mind. How can 40 years of toy technology still not be as good as the original?
Yeah.
Other than, because it's G1.
True.
Now you're thinking hard, man.
So I saw some people commenting, and I just wanted to highlight some of the comments that were popping on up. But we've been talking and says they've been watching my videos since 2020. I appreciate that, definitely. So if you guys didn't know, I actually, with that wheelie retrospective that I just did, I'm at 99 Transformers retrospectives.
Wow. Your next one needs to be a really special one.
It does. It certainly does. And I'm doing the research for the character now. Already started writing the script and everything. And knowing it's going to be a bigger one. So it'll be a character that'll end up being maybe like it'll be longer than Wheelie, that's for sure. I was trying to keep his storyline short, but then he had that spotlight issue in IDW, and it was like it kind of explained how he rhymes in that version or in that continuity.
It's funny when you research, because I'll admit, like, huge G1er, but I pretty much stopped after the American run ended. Mm-hmm. I know bits and pieces from the Japanese series, but I don't have that lore within me. And it's like, I didn't realize, I was wondering why Squeeze Play come with this dinky little pistol.
It's Browning.
It's Browning. Somebody mentioned that when I posted that, I got the picture of Squeeze Play because I hated this gun. I thought that somebody needs to make a proper Squeeze Play gun, just like the original. And somebody commented, well, that's Browning. He's supposed to have it. So off to Wikipedia I went just in time, so I was able to put it in my video.
Okay. So they had to get the total dummy there. Yeah, videos are going to keep on coming. They're definitely going to keep on coming. The only issue now with me currently right now is just things have been tight for me. Like the for some reason the algorithm has not been kind to my channel.
Well, I know you follow our group, but it seems like everybody in our group, our con bros, our views are suffering.
Yeah.
And there's a few of us, I'm not mentioning names because it's not my place, that are totally fed up with YouTube and they don't want to make videos anymore.
Yep.
And I know they get upset that they're not pulling the views. I get upset too. Like, I spent a lot of time on the Blockies video that just tanked. And I actually had 2 people unsubscribe from me for doing that video.
Wow.
But I do this for fun. For me, you know what my job is. My job is stressful as hell.
Yeah.
Me coming up here and playing show and tell with my figures to present to you guys. I mean, it's fun for me. Yeah, I like the views. I like the subscribers. But for me, it's an outlet. And it's really helped me with a lot of different issues too, because I had a bad bout with depression a few years ago. Mm-hmm. This helped me so much. And of course, then I met all you guys. So there's a lot I owe to YouTube. And for any of you aspiring YouTubers out there, just do it, keep at it, and you never know how it's going to turn out, who you're going to be.
I'm still making videos. That's not going to stop me from making videos. But
there's Larkin. Hey, bud.
Yeah. Oh, he's in the chat. There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an outlet for you. But at the same time, what I've been doing right now currently is I'm currently been looking for a regular day job, because I had that one what's it called, like back in what was it, December?
Mm-hmm.
And they
pretty much drove you off, didn't they? I mean, I knew it wasn't a good experience for you.
No, yeah, it was the worst. It was one of the worst jobs I ever had. Really was. And how could I put it? I kind of felt like I kind of went down into like a rut a little bit afterward, trying to make content, because it was trying to churn out content as fast as I possibly could and as much as I could almost burnt me completely out of YouTube. So,
Well, if you approach it as a job, which for you it is, I can understand the frustration, especially because you do the scripts. You got to get that stuff down pat. I just flop something in front of me and go. Let the F-bombs fly as I screw up.
yeah.
Which I edit out.
I wasn't trying to add anybody in, so I'm just don't mind me. I'm kicking somebody.
Somebody, I don't even have the comments on.
I accidentally put the link in the comments there. I wasn't trying to do that.
Oh,
yeah. I was like literally trying to, and I put in a link, and I was no, not doing any F-bombs. At least I'm not. That's Patriot Prime. Yep.
Not that often though. I tried. Those are mainly in the bloopers.
Yep. Well, because that's the thing is like I don't typically swear. So, but no, because the thing is like I had that regular day job. I was working for a car audio guy here in Central Florida, and he was not the nicest guy in the world at all. In fact, he was yelling, screaming at people constantly. I sat at my desk for 3 months listening to him bring someone in his office and scream at people day in and day out. Like it was...
That was the boss? That was the manager?
That was the boss. He owned the company. He had 35 people working for him. And of those 35 people that he had working for him, he had about 20 of them were in rotation. Like there were 20 people that left from when I started till when I left. Like that rotated out.
Wow.
And new people were hired. That's real. Like he just yelled and screamed at people. It was paying the bills, but
that's not worth it mentally. There's no, that's unacceptable.
Yeah. And my work on retrospectives suffered from it. My work on just doing anything suffered from it. And I still now, 7 months later, still feel that like, I don't know. Like it's just so difficult to try and like that's why it takes me so long. I mean, I put so much effort into my retrospectives, and when YouTube is not doing what I needed to do, I'm like, I'm gonna have to go find another job.
Well, somebody told me the other day, you ought to start a separate political channel. And I'm like, oh, hell's no.
Yeah,
I said, yeah, they pull in the views, but there's no way I do that to myself.
No, yeah, no.
God.
Yeah, I wasn't like, no way was I gonna like, would I ever start a political channel? Like, and they, like you said, it's an election year, so everybody and their mother is gonna want to talk politics.
And like, I think that's the friggin' algorithm right now. Because as soon as I open up YouTube, that's all it is. It's just not even stuff I don't have any interest in whatsoever. I'm getting the bumps and the feeds. And I'm like, I don't want this. Yep. Where's my toy videos, my horror videos, and my grilling videos? Because yes, if you guys don't know, not only do I collect Transformers, I love to barbecue. If y'all had West Virginia barbecue, it's not a thing. We just make shit up and throw it on the grill.
There you go.
There you go.
No politics, it'll cause grief. And that's the thing. We don't talk politics. Don't want to talk about any of it. And people are going to want to, and
as proven a couple days ago. That guy that commented on my video.
Oh, yeah.
Little did he know I used his comment and put it in an intro.
You got to stay away from all that stuff. It's a headache we don't need. And so I've been just doing what I can to try to get more people to watch my videos. Like I've been posting a lot on social media platforms. Facebook has been awful. The algorithm on Facebook is worse.
Did you see my post where I think Facebook is pulling our links? At least maybe for me.
Yeah.
Every other day I get something from Facebook saying your post has been removed. Now, the only thing I really post is stuff on my personal page, which is not political. It's just like memes and stuff, or maybe I'll comment on stuff the family does. The only links and stuff I post like repeatedly is when I put up new videos. And then all of a sudden, Facebook's like, we've removed your video for spam, or not video. It just says post. We've removed your post for spam. But they don't give me the option to look and see what the post is. So that's the only thing I can figure is they're removing me sharing my videos.
That's me.
And I joined Twitter just to put up my videos. Instagram, I can't figure out how to link videos. So I just take a picture of what I've reviewed and say, hey, if you want to check it out, it's on my channel. So, and then there was one video that I did. I decided to try out and not share anywhere, and it still did pretty good. So who knows, man? Facebook is tripping. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And I also got banned from a Transformers group on Facebook because I posted as like I'm going to be selling these soon, not looking to see about selling them, whatever. And I posted the picture, and they just banned me right out of that Facebook group.
There are so many groups that I've left on Facebook. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think there's like 3 or 4 I belong to, and for me, that's it, because everybody posts the same thing anymore anyway. Mm-hmm. Not bashing the Facebook groups. A lot of people enjoy them, but when you belong to so many of them, it's all the same thing. You know how many pictures of that Dino King I saw today?
Yeah. They all shared it everywhere. And I'm on X, and
that's right. I called it Twitter. X.
Well, it's called X now, so I know. Don't dead name X, right? As someone was saying. I don't care if you call it Twitter or X; it doesn't matter. I'm not like it's.
With the friends I have, if I say, "Hey, I was on X this morning," they're like, "Really?" I know you guys.
Well, yeah, because it is where you first heard of Dino King, because that's where everybody was posting it, but people were also posting it on Twitter, and were retweeting it and whatever, and got a wife and an ex. I don't care if they ban me or not. It's a Facebook group,
Where is Bert at? Let me tell you about Bert. You talk about somebody that lucked out. The man gets laid off from his job. He just gets let go out of nowhere. He had a good job, really good at what he did. Everybody appreciated what he did. Company downsized. They kicked him to the curb. So he went 3 weeks without a job. Now he's throwing out the feelers and everything. He got hired with this company that is now sending him everywhere. What was he told us today? He's going to Germany. And then where was the other one?
Oh, yeah, I saw.
He is like traveling all over the place.
Mexico. Isn't he going to Mexico?
Mexico. He's going to Mexico. Then he's flying to Germany or somewhere. And I'm like, my God, getting laid off was the best thing that ever happened to you.
Yeah, because he was stuck at home, and he was now he's getting sent all over for work, and he's probably making pretty decent money doing it.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to pay my rent.
Life.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So, I've actually sent out my resume to a bunch of places, locally. No callbacks. None whatsoever. Not a single one.
Are you in a very crowded area down there where I know where Bert was. It was just ungodly. Of course, me being from West Virginia, Podunk, everything was crowded to me down there.
I don't know if you would say my place where I live is crowded. It's a lot of growth. Where I live. Because I live, I think it's about 45 minutes north of Bert. I think from
I know
where
it wasn't
he lives.
too far, because didn't he help you move in?
He did. Yeah.
See, we're a great group of friends, but we're just spread so damn far apart.
Can you do work from stuff?
Dude, I work with stuff all the time. I got so much stuff in my job.
All of Florida is crowded. Well, that's the thing, is that everything is developing here. Like where I live currently right now, they are doing construction on the interstate, to for where the exit is, and they're building more. Like they need to build more like commercial places. So,
well, real quick before we depress everybody by talking about jobs, did I hear right? You're going to TFCon in Baltimore. I'm pointing to the wrong way. Going to TFCon in Baltimore? Yes.
Yep.
So some of the con bros are going to be able to make it. That's awesome.
My dad makes sure to reserve a room for us.
Good deal. So, are you in the hotel?
In the hotel, yeah.
Awesome.
And so we'll stay at the hotel. And what's that again?
Your dad's going to be there too?
Yeah. And so we're going to drive up.
Primal is a cool dude.
So we're going to drive up with I'm going to bring like 2 or 3 bins again to try to sell.
I'll bring Capri Suns.
Oh yeah, you'll bring that stuff. But I'm talking about the Transformers. I'm going to be selling that stuff in the lobby. I got to unload Transformers toys. So, but crazy stuff. Want to go to Universal since the Florida Fast and the Furious. Fast and the Furious ride sucks. The Transformers ride is decent. Wow. Was out of work for 6 months after being with a company for 14 years. Too expensive to run a business in California. Wow.
I hear horror stories about California.
Yeah.
I've got friends that live in Northern California, and they even say it's bad up that way.
Yeah. Well, because it's just, business policies there are just hurting everybody all together. So,
yeah, dude, that's what I'm referring to. All right, let me give you a background on Capri Suns. Bert, I went and stayed when I found out I could go to Florida. Bert lived in Florida. I called him up, says, hey, can I room with you for a few days? And we go to TFCon. I'll hang out with you a few days. So I just stayed more or less a week at Bert's. So our ingenious plan was Bert bought a whole bunch of those margaritas and daiquiris in those pouches that are about yay big. So he thought, well, let's take these. That way we're not spending a lot of money at the hotel on drinks because we did last time. And so we brought all those pouches. And once we got to our room, we realized we had a refrigerator, not a freezer. So what we did was we just got these long straws from the lobby, took a knife, poked a hole in those pouches, and that's what we just walked around drinking out of the margarita pouches. And we ran into a couple fans from Germany, and they said, oh, what are you drinking? And we're like, Capri Suns, and it just stuck.
Well, that's everybody loves the weather, but that's about it. Must be a nice place to live. I mean, it's nice. It's nice where I live. You know what's nice about where I live is I can drive down some of the side roads to get to the main town area, and it's all horse farms and cows and just lots of southern trees and just.
So that blew my mind when Bert told me about the horse ranches in Florida. That never clicked with me.
Oh yeah. Where I live is considered the horse capital of the world.
Kung Fu Hustle says he may come to Baltimore. Come to Baltimore.
Yeah.
We'll be there. I'll be the guy that looks like me, and Rodimus will be the guy that looks like him.
Yep.
And we are approachable because it's so funny is we will go to these conventions, and then after the fact, we'll do like a live show recap. People are in the chat going, well, I saw you guys, but I didn't want to come up and say hi. Why not?
Why not? I couldn't go 5 feet without everybody going, oh, it's Rodimus Primal. It's Rodimus Primal. Or like the remember that one kid with the reaction?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
That was great.
That was great. I loved it. I loved every second of that. That was awesome. You know what was cool? You know what we should do is not just my this shirt, but you know what shirt I'm talking about that we have to all wear.
Yes.
In fact, let me actually bring that up really quickly.
Well, don't give it to everybody else. It needs to be our thing.
Well, no, I mean, so more people buy it. Gotta have more people.
He's got it. Duke to go's got it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, brother.
First and foremost, I'm going to put this up on here, and then I'm going to present it here on screen.
Sweet. Squeeze Play video is doing pretty good.
TeePublic store, which I have Patriotic shirt. I got my Decepticon style logo. Got Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Starscream. Run amok and runabout from the source. I got a new Dinobot shirt that I'm going to be working on. But there it is.
25 cents insert coin to play can be taken a couple different ways, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. So this one right here, if you do this one, it's the if you get this in red, it's basically the wolf pack. And if you get this one, you can get it either black or dark blue or something.
Is it purple?
And then, of course, I've got my Kicking It Old School. Oh, I got to get the other logo because I got this logo and I got to get the other one up on here.
So that's all my T-shirts are is logos, and I got one shirt that says "Hoo-ah." I'm not that creative.
But I did this too, like the Kicking It Old School and Guns Don't Kill People, Megatron Kills People. That one sells really well. So, and then the Run Amok and Runabout, which you're a part of that video.
Yay! I should have did a better voice for it.
It worked.
It always got G1 Megatron handy. Every time I do a Decepticon video, he's the first size comparison. That's been a thing of mine since my very first video. Anytime I review an Autobot, G1 Prime's the size comparison. Decepticon, it's Megatron.
Got to make one. I should make one. Definitely. And then if I do a Gears, I should do a Gears T-shirt. But the other T-shirt I want to get is I want to make it something for another Dinobot. So that, and I got to put up the Rodimus Primal because there's the Decepticon one, and then I have the regular one. Then it's my normal logo currently. So I got to put that up on there.
Well,
fire. I
was just thinking, as soon as I'm done with you, I got to shoot a quick intro because I want to play with this guy.
I want him. I got to wait until I get what's it called? I want to wait till I get him so that I can open both him and Snarl. I haven't opened up Snarl yet.
When he became available, I was at a meeting, and I got back from the meeting, and I just grabbed one on Pulse, and it sold out. So I run to Amazon real quick, and I bought one on Amazon. It sold out. And so I had 2 orders in, but you never know what's going to get canceled. And I think it was later on that evening, Bert said he totally missed out on Swoop, was sold out everywhere. So he lucked out. I just edited my Amazon order to go to him. And wouldn't you know it, he got Swoop 4 days ago.
Wow.
Pulse was a little slow. I mean, this guy feels really solid, so I can't wait to take him out.
Yeah, I definitely want him. Definitely want that figure. Oh, is there more stuff? Oh, it's a Transformers G.I. Joe collab. So they did Cup and Sergeant Slaughter.
I tell you what, I got Megatron on a Prime Day sale, the His Tank Megatron. Mm-hmm. I am so glad I didn't pay $80 for that.
So let's actually bring that up. Presents.
Bring that up. That's going to be new to me too. Excuse me.
Boom. Cup with Sergeant Slaughter.
That's not too shabby.
No.
My brother'd be into that. He's a huge G.I. Joer.
I got the Hiss Tank Megatron and I wasn't too pleased with it.
It's just way too hollow. It makes a great hiss though.
Mm-hmm. I think they were. It felt like more to me. It felt like they were more focused on making the G.I. Joe vehicle, and then they figured let's just try to work in a robot mode out of it, and it didn't turn out that good. So
it's got a great Megatron head sculpt. That's about the one thing I'll give it. It's got a beautiful Megatron head sculpt.
It is. It's the Siege head, basically upscaled.
Yeah.
I would have preferred if it was a little bit more G1 cartoon accurate. I'm hoping that the head that they use on Studio Series 86 Megatron is worth it.
My favorite head sculpt on all the gazillion Siege Megatron molds I have is the minor Megatron. That was one of the best ones.
Yeah.
I didn't like Earthrise Megatron. It felt like his chin was too big, yet it worked on the G2 collar. for some reason.
Yeah, well,
exact same head, but the different paint scheme just really made it look different.
wish I didn't break the helmet on it, but I had a 3D printed head for that G2 Megatron. And, because I remember I customized my Earthrise Megatron with that head sculpt. That same set was supposed to also have the G2 head, and I broke it, putting it together. Because it was, for whatever reason, the plastic, it was just a bad print. So I wasn't the one that printed it, though. But this is new. This is new to us. So there's no other images so far. Yeah, none yet. You see this Matrix?
I wonder when that Retro Prime's going to become available. The only thing I don't like about it, do you notice the big screw holes in the side of the trailer? What's that about?
I don't know. The trailer that I watched the trailer again here before. And that's the let me actually bring up the breakfast preview again. So we'll take a look at that again. I wanted to because did they have the Optimus here for that? Or was it the other thing they showed?
That was one of the first. Was that yesterday they showed that?
I'm not sure.
I got it on tformers.com where I got the information.
Because they had Cerebros here. He's coming with Omega Prime. Peter Cullen. There's the breakfast preview. Oh, this is the preview that I was talking about. Were you talking about this trailer?
No, the new Walmart 40th anniversary reissue trailer.
Okay. That one, let me scroll back.
And it's got two big screw holes on the side of the trailer. And like, well, what's screwing? What are you holding together there?
Unless someone screwed it into
Wait. Yeah, see, look, right there. Beside the Autobot symbol. I'm pointing my mouse like you could see it. That looks horrible. And when it's opened up, there's nothing that screws in right there.
I wonder if they retooled the trailer itself to put it together.
So
that looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I wish it had the orange canopy though.
What's that?
I said, I wish it had the orange canopy. Like, okay, the only thing I can think of is those screws are what's screwing in those little blue sections, the command decks.
Well, no, hold on a second though. Because wasn't that the original mold anyway, but the sticker was over it?
Ah. Yeah, you're right. Where is my, hold on. I got one handy. This is my original G1 trailer, and let's see. I don't feel screw holes. I don't see it. I can see I think there's some screw holes there. Is that about the same? No, that's not the same spot.
No, it's on the opposite side.
Yeah. Wait, there they are.
They're there.
But they're right. If you can see me, they're right there on either side of the Autobot insignia.
Okay.
I can feel them. Never, ever noticed that before.
Yep.
So, my thought, look how plain that is. I bet it does come with a big old sticker.
Probably does. Or it's not coming with a sticker. It's coming as is. And the only way to fix it is
toy hacks.
Yep.
I'm thinking about taking this. If that doesn't come in by the time we go TFCon, I am taking my original G1 trailer. I'm going to have Peter Cullen sign it.
Okay.
That and my issue number 1.
Okay.
At least
that'll be worth it.
Now.
If by then I get a Studio Series 86 Optimus, maybe I'll have him sign that.
Yeah, when did that come out? That doesn't come out till November, though.
Yeah, I probably won't get it until before that point.
Or I'll have him sign my forearm and I'll just tattoo it.
I think we should
Colin said
definitely
happy
chip
birthday
in
to me.
for the group photo with him.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Like all of us together with him. That would be so awesome.
I would blow that up poster size and hang it in my office.
Yeah, that would be
Not my office here, my office.
okay.
I don't have no room here.
It would be like Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime, is there with us, with the Con Bros, with
I can't tell you how many random people's come in my office and they'll mention something because I got Transformers in my office at work, and they'll start talking. Hey, he wished me happy birthday. I probably played that video for so many strangers in my office the last couple of days.
And people, it's people who know who Optimus Prime is, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because otherwise it would be even really weird. The only thing that sucks about the cartoon Prime, even though it is cool that they are reissuing him, is we have missing Link Optimus.
Yeah. But I passed on the one with the trailer. So having another trailer, of course, it'll just go to add to my trailer park that I got laying there on the floor.
Your trailer park.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Optimus Prime trailers.
Okay.
And that's not counting Scourge trailer, the Rodimus Prime trailer. What else? Toxitron. I haven't opened him, so that's going to be another trailer. He only goes to BotCon, hasn't seen Peter Cullen. Got to branch out, man. There's other cons. Embrace the cons. Cons are everywhere. I'm going to one next weekend. Can't wait.
If you make it out to Baltimore, right?
Yeah. That's about a 5-hour drive for me. Was about 13 for you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's about 13 hours. That's going to be...
And I'll be rooming with your old roomie. Didn't you room with Fire Talks last time?
Yes. Yeah, I did room with Fire Talks last time. Yeah, this time I'm rooming with my dad. And, because we'll tag team driving, up there. And then...
Do you plan on doing it all in one shot? Or are you going to drive up a bit?
I don't think it'll be feasible. I looked at because if it's a 13-hour drive, even if I left at like 6 a.m., I wouldn't get there till like 8 p.m. Right?
Just for your own sanity, I would probably break it up.
Yeah, like I would leave the day before.
Now, if Hoist was on here right now, he'd be laughing at you because that crazy dude, he did all 13.
That he did.
Up and back.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, is my internet connection going weird? That is weird. Spectrum is. But we've been on for about an hour and just chilling and
well, that's fine. I gotta get off here anyway. I want to shoot my swoop intro. I gotta check on my squeeze play video, see how it's doing. Yeah, if you want to see a video, got a brand new one, just upload to my channel.
Yep. I have my wheelie retrospective that I did. And
rub that rub symbol. You gotta rub that rub symbol, right?
Say again?
Rub the rub symbol.
Oh,
it's a joke, man. Don't.
It's in the worst spot, too.
Yeah.
What's crazy is, I made sure I went right over that one part in the video. You know exactly what I'm talking about, too. Because
dude, it's stuff like that I'll get the idea for, that I'll have to make a whole video just so I can throw in that joke.
Wheelie say find friends today.
That line doesn't work in the club, though. Just let you know.
No.
90s was a hell of a time.
But yeah. So, I'm working on episode 100. That one, by the time, currently right now it's the 25th. If I can get the script, because it's going to be a big one. It's a big one. So
I'm hoping my Hawaiian shirt that I designed with my Patriot Prime logo arrives by next weekend.
Okay.
Did I show you that?
No.
I used my logo and my title that went on this company, and took a while, but I designed it so it's a red, white, and blue, very Americana. It's got American flag across the back, but with all the palm trees and stuff, red, white, and blue, with my logo and my title all over it.
Okay, cool.
So I'm hoping it looks good. I paid enough for it.
There you go. You know, if you were able to get that shirt made and sell it.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's kind of the thing, right? Why did they make Blaster talking rhymes in season 3?
Script.
Yep. Whoever was writing for him. He didn't always rhyme though in season 3.
No.
He rhymed on occasion.
That was another one of those major difference characters from the cartoon and comic book.
Yes and no. Yes and no. Because you know what I noticed about Blaster? If you actually follow him in the comics, on Cybertron, he was more serious. And then when he got to Earth and he was hanging out with Goldbug, he kind of started like wanting to listen to rock and roll, and he wanted to go on his own. And, you know, I think there was definitely a correlation between him coming to Earth and him being on Cybertron. Like there was a difference in that with the storyline. So, and then when he got revived during Furman's run, he went complete cartoon ham.
Yeah, he even had the cartoon head.
Yep. So, yeah. So the comic book eventually dived into the comic book, the cartoon character.
Yeah.
And they were going to basically make Shockwave be just like the comic book character in the cartoon with Galvatron, because it was supposed to be Shockwave that betrayed Galvatron in 5 Faces of Darkness, and it turned out to be Blitzwing. Goldbug is underrated, indeed.
Goldbug and Bee were the same in Marvel Comics. In Marvel, though, Bumblebee was destroyed by G.I. Joe.
In U.S. continuity.
When they rebuild him as Goldbug.
In U.S. continuity. In U.K., they didn't publish the G.I. Joe Transformers crossover, so they had to have Death's Head actually blow up Bumblebee. And Wreck-Gar rebuilt him as Goldbug.
Anders on Amazon, IDW reprinted Marvel. I don't know if those books are still available. They were in trade paperbacks. And I got the entire run from Titan Books.
Oh, wow.
Titan Books, somehow, being a UK-based company, reprinted all of G1, including G.I. Joe, the Headmasters, everything, and actually put them in the graphic novels in like the order they were on a nice glossy paper, and somehow was able to bypass Marvel's comic book laws and was able to reprint issue 3 and 9 with Circuit Breaker.
Yeah, yeah. I know that that Titan did that, and so did, I think IDW was able to do it during their second printing.
Yeah.
Like their first printing, they weren't able to do 3 and 9. And then they went back and they were able to do 3 and 9. But Skybound has full access to it all.
Yeah, so Skybound, you might get another run for it.
An omnibus. And it's going to have, I think the first volume is going to have the first 10 or 12 issues.
The only one I bought from IDW when they reprinted was I got the Universe, the trade paperback with Universe in it.
Okay.
And I think it also had the G.I. Joe issues.
Yeah,
I bought all those when I was in Iraq. So that was 2004. So they may not be around anymore. And if they are, I bet they're super expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. I know in the UK, I found this out that the later half of the UK was pretty much black. Like the UK exclusive stories were black and white. And there was a company in the UK that actually reprinted them in the UK in color. They actually colorized those black and white issues.
I've had a few of them. I had some little small books, and I had these really big books, and ended up selling them. Back part of my great Transformer Purge of 2012. So regretted doing that. And what pisses me off is IDW had rights to reprint all of the UK issues, but stopped at number 5 because they weren't selling.
Oh, wow.
I was like, son of a bitch. Right before it got to the Time Wars storyline.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Because they got up to the Time Wars. And in order for me to be able to find Time Wars, I had to get it another way.
Yeah.
So, Time Wars is nuts.
Dude, I love that series.
Time Wars is crazy.
All right. Well, we said it 30 minutes ago, like we always do. I got to get off here. It's 9:30.
Yeah. All right, my man. Thanks
for having me on. I appreciate the invite. Glad you're still on. So always enjoy our chats.
Yeah, we get to talk about Transformers for an hour. It's always fun. So those of you don't forget to subscribe to Patriot Prime and be sure to check out his new videos he has coming soon. Be sure to check out all the rest of the stuff that we have coming down the pipeline. And if you want to help out the channel, you can help out the channel by channel memberships or Patreons or TeePublic and all the fun stuff to help out the channel. So without further ado, until next time.
Oh, till all are one.
There we go.